What's up, good people? I am not Uncle John. I'm Uncle Rod, and this is the Grumpy Old Nerds. Uncle John is on his way in. He's gonna catch up with us in a little bit. Let me introduce to you first off. That way, my bad. That way is Auntie Nicole, aka Nikki
What's up,
Guns,
everybody? Happy New Year's, my
and
people.
that away
Good
is
morning.
Uncle Percy, aka Captain P Funk, and we
Happy
got
Jimmy
super
Walker, happy
producer
Jimmy
Mel with
Walker
us,
Day. I mean, not Jimmy Walker. Happy Jimmy Carter Day.
Jimmy Carter. All
Jimmy
right.
Carter Day.
We said goodbye to Jimmy Carter, one of our better presidents in this era. Um,
Absolutely.
Happy New Year again to everybody. We starting off uh coming in hot on 2025, and we are starting off with the first thing we got on our rundown, and this is something that surprised the hell out of me. Cynthia Erivo, who is the actress in Wicked, she plays hold on. What is her name in Wicked? What is the
I didn't see the new one that she was in with
I just had the
with
character name in my head too.
It's
the
just
little
Eve.
girl name. What's her
But
name?
she plays the witch that ends up being the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
That's Cynthia Erivo. Very well known actress, very good, very talented. Apparently she is being looked at to play the role of Storm when the X-Men finally make their MCU debut in the film,
That's
free from the Fox
awesome.
foolishness. So, as I said, it's a surprise to me. It surprised the hell out of me. So that's my thoughts on it.
I
All right,
never I didn't think that. I didn't know. I
Percy.
didn't. Oh, go ahead, Uncle Percy.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on it?
Oh, I'll go last. You go ahead.
Okay, Auntie Nicole, talk to us. What's your
Well,
thoughts
I
on
mean,
it?
I for some reason I didn't see her or even imagine her being in the running for something like that.
Okay,
Um, Now I'm not totally versed on all of her like acting prowess with her other movies and things like that. I know she is an amazing singer. She sounds absolutely amazing. But
thank you for reminding me because that when you said
Mhm.
that, that reminded me of her name in the movie Elphaba.
Oh, okay, okay,
All
yeah,
right, go ahead.
she was at something in I think London, I can't remember, and Julie Andrews was in the audience, and she was just so taken by her voice, and
Well,
she sounded amazing, and
that's what's up.
yeah, but I just for some reason I never would have thought of her to be Storm, and maybe because they've always made Storm look so like just curvaceous and stuff, and she's so slim, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
like I'm
right,
just
yeah,
kind of putting the character together,
right,
and
yeah. I hadn't even
long
thought about
hair
that.
and stuff, so I never would have thought her for that role, but I mean, from what I understand, she acts very well,
Yeah,
so
you
maybe
know what,
maybe it could work.
Nicole? I hadn't even
hmm
thought about that. I hadn't even thought about like the physical attributes or anything. I was just
hmm
thinking about overall
Well, I
you
just
know,
was thinking, yeah,
her
over like
overall.
what they've done, even with the Young Storm when they did the prequel, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
what they did,
They,
Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse,
yeah, yeah, they even made her still curvaceous and and
Alexandra
all that
Ship.
kind of stuff. Yeah, so
Alexandra Ship played
I
Storm.
don't know. It might be able to work. I don't know. Uncle Percy?
Percy,
I'm
talk to us.
I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of this.
Okay,
It's like
what exactly, bro?
it's like every star knows that either now that the end thing is I gotta play a superhero. I gotta play a superhero. I mean, after the whole Denzel Washington thing, he's gonna be the next Black Panther. I'm like, okay, enough is enough. Now here she comes talking about, oh, I want to be Storm. You have old boy from Reacher that wants to play the new Batman. I'm just like, yes, everybody knows
Mhm.
at this point any actor wants to be a superhero, but it's the same superhero. There's more than one black female superhero that
Right,
play.
right.
So stop. The one, yeah, Storm is probably the most popular one of all of them, but I'm just tired. I'm just
Mhm.
tired, and I honestly, from the Kiki Palmers to her, find
Mhm.
somebody else. Just find
Do you
somebody
feel
new.
like they're recycling? Do you feel like they're recycling the same
Yeah, it's
actors too
the same
much?
actor. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
can
you
see that.
saying
I can see
okay,
that.
so you're saying they're looking to pull from the same pool of about 5 or 6 ladies. Is that what you're
right,
saying?
right.
No
Okay,
new talent, things like that. Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
Plus,
All
I
right.
noticed too, like this whole, if you notice, we've been inundated with superhero movies. Like
right.
almost no other movies get much, justice
Publicity.
anymore because of the superhero genre. And when you think about it, it almost seems like a rite of passage for an actor now to become in a superhero movie. So I can
But
understand where he's coming from a little. Yeah.
it's not a right of passage. It's a right to money.
I was gonna say
Well,
that
that's true.
it's almost like
That's true.
printing money right now. If
Right,
it's even
Right.
halfway decent,
right,
which
Right.
I can understand because hey, you do it. You're doing it because you need. You have bills to pay and there's stuff you need to do with money, right?
right.
I get it.
Hmm.
Um, I honestly think Percy. I think you might be onto something. I think they probably
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
to reach out a little bit,
Hmm.
and I kind of would want to be honest. Even though I think the role would be somewhat heavy duty for somebody who is a relative unknown, I would want a relative unknown to play that role
To
Right.
push it, right? Okay,
and give
I
them
mean,
an
that'd be nice.
opportunity.
Hmm.
and they're
Yeah,
always trying to find another Robert Downey Jr. Somebody just you would never expect to be that actor, to play that role. That's what they need. I think that's what they need. I mean,
Okay.
right.
you know, they finally gave recognition to. Perfect example. Just gave recognition to. Damn, I forgot his name that quick to play Penguin. You know, they.
Oh, damn, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. And
Colin Farrell.
they basically, you would never would have guessed that's him under all that
Right.
makeup. So
Correct.
Right.
not like
Hmm.
it's not like they can't do the same thing for all these new hero movies that's coming out in the next couple of years. It's just they keep pulling the same people.
Listen,
Yeah.
I totally agree, but I will say
Hmm.
that if they're putting a lot of care into it because they want to get it right, I'm all for it because Storm is so popular that if you get it
Yeah.
wrong, let me tell you something. Them people will let you know.
and
They
and
will
and,
let
and it
you know if
actually
it's not
make
right.
it decrease the whole thing because you think about it nowadays when we do anything with black actors it just seems like it just sticks with you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't
Right.
do the justice to it, like Chadwick Boseman did an amazing job in Black Panther, and it just
Correct.
made everything so memorable. But you turn around and have someone else do something. I hate saying this, but like say some of the female leads with some of the superhero movies and stuff.
Hmm.
It's like they're hardly remembered because it's like you didn't do anything to make it memorable. So to
Right.
speak. So
Right.
that is something that I think about when they cast black actors. We want someone that's going to really make that role memorable.
All right.
Right. Well, speaking of Mr. Bozeman, rest in peace. That's
Mhm.
other casting news that's been going around is that they're trying to find a new Black Panther. Now, this is the thing. All right, we've all seen the end of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, where it is revealed that T'Challa has a son, and his name is also Prince T'Challa,
All right.
right?
Right.
Um, and of course, the community is split on that, and rightfully so, because there are people who want a recast desperately of the character of T'Challa, the Black
Mhm.
Panther, and didn't really want T'Challa Jr., so to speak. We've had this conversation many times on this show. What's up,
Hey,
Alton?
Alton.
We've had this conversation many times on this show, and I think we were almost kind of split down the middle on whether we wanted a recast or not. I know I was on the side of recasting because I felt like the character, even though the actor who played that character passed, unfortunately,
Mhm.
that character should not pass.
Right.
Right.
That's how I felt about it. I know other people felt like since the
I
man who played
initially
him,
didn't want it, but it
yeah,
makes sense now because that's the whole point. Like the comic books don't die, so we have to keep it all alive. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going.
And it
So
doesn't
yeah,
have,
I've changed my mind. Mhm.
and it like if they do the story right, it doesn't have to really be a reboot. It can
Right.
continue on. It can be to the point that the whole. I mean, I guess the whole thing. Angela Bassett, she got tired. She don't
Mhm.
want to do it no more and all that
and
stuff.
that's fine. If
But
she didn't
there's
want to play
more.
Ramonda anymore, that's fine. But
Yeah,
And
like
but
you were
there's
saying,
different
Percy, go ahead,
storylines that
Nicole.
they
Go
right,
can
ahead,
use.
Nicole.
Right.
right.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
different storylines that they compare. I
Right.
mean, they got three different versions of Spider-Man. I mean,
Hmm.
this is
T'Challa,
like
not T'Challa. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Right.
Listen, it's already been established that there's a multiverse, right?
right,
Yeah.
It's been established
Right.
that there's a multiverse through many people, including in the Loki series as well as the Doctor
Hmm.
Strange film, the last one.
Right.
So because they were talking about Doctor Stranges from different universes. So if you want to bring a T'Challa from another universe and bring him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe main continuity, what's stopping people from doing that? There's already been talk of incursions and how whole universes were destroyed. Originally in the
Right.
comics, Miles Morales is from the Ultimates universe, which is
right,
not the same as the 616 continuity in the main continuity of Marvel. So he's a
Mhm.
refugee from another universe, another timeline, right? So what's to say that you can't bring another T'Challa over
right,
and he looks different because he's different, but he's the same T'Challa, right? So there's your
Mhm.
answer right there. All right.
right,
They had him die in the last film. They had the casket carry him off in the spacecraft or the aircraft or whatever. You know,
Mhm.
okay, that whole thing, if they wanted to keep that continuity, a suggestion would be to say, okay, well, we did that because we wanted people to think he was gone while he was recovering. You could have him bandaged up just like they did in the comics because Doom tried to kill him in the comics,
Mhm.
but he survived. That's why Shuri took over for a little while he was recovering,
right,
right? So, okay, you have him wrapped up in bandages, and then when you take the bandages off, he looks a little different. I know it sounds very soap opera-y, but damn, that's what we got. You know
right,
what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Right. Right. Right.
it's as simple fix as
Mhm.
that. Not, well, the actor who played him died, so we just gonna kill him, and everybody's just gonna have to be okay with it. Like what? Hell
Mhm.
no.
right.
I mean, it
Right.
doesn't.
Mhm.
He's how many times has he died in the comics and come back? Probably twice that I
True.
can think of right now off the bat. You
And
know what I
she's
mean?
already synthesized that flower, so we could. That's a whole storyline in of itself. The
Right.
purple flower. Mhm.
The fact that they have to regrow or resynthesize the heart-shaped herb, that mean that's a
Mhm.
storyline, that's a story thread that's very important also in itself. So
Mhm.
I'm I want a new Black Panther. I don't want that child to be the Black Panther, which is I think what they're gonna end up doing. They're gonna end up aging him up.
Right.
Mhm.
And they're gonna do it and they're
Okay.
just gonna say this is what it is, be happy or not, but we still gonna make money.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
telling you right now, the blurred community, even the non-blurreds, just regular nerd community, comic community, they
Mhm.
are going to flip.
Yeah.
They are going to
So
flip.
let me ask you this question then. So
Okay.
if they don't use the child, like, so you're just saying basically continuing him as as himself, but just a different person at this point, not
What
bringing
I'm saying,
a whole
right,
nother. Mhm.
right. What I'm saying is bring a T'Challa in from another continuity. Let that young
Mhm.
man grow up.
Right.
Let him be trained to take over like he's supposed to be anyway. First off, he's got to go back to
Right.
Wakanda, and people
Right.
have to
Right.
recognize who he is.
Right.
Right? That's going to be a whole thing in itself because he's going to have to get his legitimacy tested.
Right.
Mhm.
So you got that whole thread to deal with as well. So the whole resolution of that could legitimately take it could either be a 3 hour film or it could be two other films after that. So you could really
Right.
have a 4 film Black Panther series. And why
Right.
not? Because they pushed Thor out to 4, and the last 2 was really suspect to me
Right.
personally.
Yeah.
Because didn't
So
Absolutely.
Siri go crazy? Or she no, she didn't go crazy. She just went. She went in another direction.
the actress who plays Shuri,
Yeah.
Letitia Wright.
Yeah. She actually left acting altogether.
Yeah, I
She
don't think she's acting at all right now. I think she's
mhm.
focusing. I think
She's
she got
focusing.
really
She's a
deep in religion.
religious.
Yeah, she
Yes.
got deep
Hmm.
into religion, and
Yeah.
that's what her focus is right now, and that's
Right.
fine. Okay, guess what? Just like she
Hmm.
left, you could cast another Shuri. It's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
It's been done.
Absolutely.
James Rhodes is 2 people.
Right.
James Rhodes in the first Iron Man was Terrence Howard.
Well, look what
Shout
they
out,
doing, Doctor Doom. I
yeah,
mean,
shout out
they
to my
they.
frat brother Terrence Howard.
Mhm.
He was the first James
Mhm.
Rhodes, right? The second James Rhodes
Yeah.
was Don Cheadle, and you know how they bridged that in Iron Man 2.
Mhm.
When Tony Stark says, he says, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Well, I'm here now. Don't worry about it."
Right.
Mhm. Yep.
And and it went on from there. Nobody said a damn word,
Hmm.
right?
Yes, there you go, Melody.
The
Good.
devil's playground. All right,
He
I
doesn't
hear
want
you.
no parts of it. But you
I
know
hear you.
what? You're right, because we didn't think that Robert Downey Jr. they could ever reuse him, and look at what they're doing. So I
And
mean,
I definitely disagree with that.
well, yeah, but I
Bringing him
mean,
back to
they're
be
bridging
Doom.
him. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But but
But
in but in the comics, didn't they? Was is an alternate universe where Tony Stark did become Doctor Doom? And,
There may have been, but I know more
mm,
recently in the comics, Doom actually took over for Stark and made his own type of Stark-like armor
mhm.
and took over as Iron Man.
mm,
And that was pretty
oh,
interesting. That
wow.
was a pretty interesting run.
Mm,
Okay, do I want Coogler involved in Black Panther again? Alton, I thank you, bro. Happy Founders Day. I
mm,
don't know, man. I think I'm kind of good with Coogler on on what he wanted to do, man. To be honest with you, not saying he didn't do a good job.
oh,
I think he did a great job, but I think that the pressure he was under and what he had to do in that second one, I think that really stifled his creativity because, everybody was kind of just trying to bring closure. Like I think
yeah,
what he wanted to do would have been really, really great, but the movie ended up being an extended wake for Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, I understand it. Like I totally understand it, but I disagree with it moving in that direction
Right,
because
right.
when you move in that direction, when you say goodbye to the person, they were also saying goodbye to the character. And
Right.
I think they cut off a whole lot of a gold mine. It could have been a gold
Mm-hmm.
mine of stuff to do, and they were just
Hmm.
like, "Nah, we're good." Like what? No,
Yeah,
nobody does that. Like nobody stays dead. It used to be a joke that nobody stays dead in comics except Jean Grey and Bucky,
Right.
right,
right?
right.
And Martha and Thomas Wayne
Right.
Mm.
and Uncle Ben. Those are the only people that stayed dead. I'm gonna tell you right
Yeah.
now, two of them fuckers came back
Right.
because Bucky came back to be the Winter Soldier, and Jean
Right.
Grey has come
Hmm.
back multiple times.
Right.
Yeah. Good then evil. Yeah.
Right. So
Mhm.
that's eh, how it depends on how well you write it. You can get whatever you want done. Depends on how well you write it, and the better you write it, the more people will be able to take it in and not totally believe it, but they'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
I think I would be okay with him doing another Black Panther, because I think I'm basing it off of the first one. That was that was creativity at its best. You know what I'm saying? I mean, creating the world, creating, just all of it. Like, who could have envisioned what Wakanda would have looked like on film? And I thought that part of it was absolutely amazing.
I loved it.
And I think what it is with the second one, like you said, it took away from the story. I didn't realize how much people disliked the second one. I'm serious. No, I mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
until probably just a little bit, um probably a year or so later, everybody, I was like, gosh, I said, really? And then I started thinking about it, and I had to understand, because we no longer are doing Black Panther. We're doing a whole nother movie now. It's
Yeah,
something else. It's, what I'm
yeah.
saying. So I think maybe if he could bring that creativity and the ideas he did from the first one, like that that he added to it and did everything with,
Hmm.
it would be a great movie. But I don't know how much creativity he would have after we've done what we did with the second one.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I think they almost kind of painted him into a corner. But I think okay, I'll say this. What I would do if I were he, I would consult again with the old school writers on
mhm,
Black Panther. Guys like Don McGregor. Even though
mhm,
he's a white dude, he did a great job with the comic. That like
mhm.
a lot of people think, you can't write black people. White people can write black people, but they have to be
Right,
authentic with it,
Right.
right?
right, right.
Um, get with Christopher Priest, who also had a run on Black Panther. Get with
Oh yeah.
the Hudlin brother, Reginald Hudlin. Get with him on it. Like get with all those people, just like you did with the first one, and say,
Mhm,
okay, this is what happened. This is what we're trying to get. This is where we're trying to get from the second one. How would
mhm.
you do it? Give me ideas on how to do it. And I promise you, between the three of them and Kugler, they can find a way that people will be all right with.
Yeah, 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 I'd be looking forward to it.
All right, closing thoughts on that before we head into our first break. Anything else?
Nope.
That's that. Mm-mm. Priest, not Coates.
Yeah, I didn't definitely not Coates. Now, Ta-Nehisi Coates did a better job with Captain America than he did with Black Panther. Coates
Yeah.
ended up, well, I tell you what, the guy who came in after Coates, he jacked it up even worse. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother show. All right, so we're going to go into our first break. We don't have our singer here, so we're just going to say
Yeah,
this. After these messages, we will be right back.
there you go. And we're still here.
And we still here. Melly Mel.
She's back there eating her Burger King again. Get off right.
Well, maybe we're just going to keep the cameras rolling.
Let's keep it rolling. Let's see what.
Step right this way.
What the hell?
Anything you can dream about here, you can make.
Who are you?
I am Steve. Okay.
This guy is such a tool bag.
Step right this way.
HBCU football fans, this year's Cricket Celebration Bowl has a new date. A champion will rise at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on December 14th as the MEAC and SWAC.
I guess we're back.
What's up? What's up?
December 15th. I mean,
No intro music. It's all good. You know what? Mel,
That's all right.
work it out, baby. We got it. All right, so next up, we got a couple of trailers for you. You know, Percy, you mentioned Alan Richardson earlier, the guy who plays Reacher in the show Reacher, and we got the trailer for Reacher season 3, and there is Uncle DJ, Redbone Assassin. What's up? Happy New Year, my man.
What up?
What up?
What up?
Hey, Happy New Year.
Hey, man, I was in GameStop earlier, man. I thought about you, dog. I was looking at all those games on the shelf.
Man, listen. You know,
by the way,
they were the enemy. I'm sorry, you got your thing?
I got my game.
Oh, your game. Your game.
Yeah.
What game was that?
Yes. The Indiana Jones. It
Oh,
came through.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Hold off on that because we got trailers. I think Melnificent's got
Okay.
Go ahead.
Reacher season 3.
These messages will be. Oh, we just did that. We did that. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you wasn't here for that one, my man.
My bad.
Mel, you got it all queued up for us? Reacher season 3. Here we go.
I've never been so jealous with a fork in my life.
Yeah,
You have any
baby.
thoughts on dessert?
Mr. Jim, we're looking into the owner of a rug import business called Bazaar Bazaar.
Let me guess. DEA thinks he's in business with bad people.
You know him?
I thought I killed him years ago.
What did he do to you?
He didn't do anything to me.
Maybe we can help each other out. I have a plan.
Undercover informant. Mr. Reacher, your record is impressive. Bench press proves nothing. Elbow on the pad. Reacher and I fought. Sorry, hand slipped. Welcome to the team, Reacher. I'm in. Tonight's your chance to prove you've earned a keep, Reacher.
Exactly how much danger is this job putting me in?
Gotta get out of there.
How much time do I have?
I don't know. Who are you up against, Reacher?
Long story.
How often do you do this?
Every so often.
I figured out why you do what you do. Because you hate the big, the powerful, who think they can get away with things. So you make sure they don't.
You just figured that out? Son of a...
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
go ahead and become Batman because this.
Listen,
I think
as soon as you said that, that's all I was thinking about when I was watching them.
Wow.
yeah, he needs to call it quits. They're getting a little goofy now. Yeah, go ahead and become Batman.
Now, as far as Reacher, the show is concerned, I liked the show.
Yeah, I like.
thought Reacher. I thought Tom Cruise being Reacher was a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad film. But Alan Ritchson being Reacher in a TV series, I'm all for it. I like the first 2 seasons a lot.
Right.
Now going into this season, it's a little different. It looks like, but I think it's still going to be entertaining. Looking at him, as you think, and what you were saying, playing Batman, all he has to do is shave and dye his hair black,
Right.
and he could be Bruce Wayne. He was fighting like essentially how Batman fights
Right.
in those scenes. So I don't see. I see potential in that. Definitely.
I really thought he was going to be the Red Hood, but that's just me.
Yeah, he might be a little too big for Red Hood.
Yeah.
Because Red Hood is a smaller dude. He's still jacked, but he's not as jacked as Richardson
Yeah,
or
he played
Batman.
off. If Tom Cruise can be 7 foot tall, and
he more like Sandman, dude.
Put him on a bench.
yeah.
Oh Lord, but yeah. All right. So, what are your thoughts on Reacher season 3, Nicole?
I actually have never seen the first 2. So, but there wasn't a guy from, or maybe I was getting confused because I was thinking, wasn't the guy from The Office or something, or one of those comedy TV shows was in it? But I might have to check it out from season 1. What you say?
You're thinking about Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
see, I'm getting confused. So.
Character on the Titans, so he do have
Yeah, he played Hawk in Titans.
Hawk in the Titans. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out from season 1. But I mean, it looks interesting. It looks more like a comedy to me. So
yeah, that's crazy because it's not.
No.
Okay.
It's definitely Reacher is definitely not a comedy. It has funny moments, but it's definitely not a comedy. So, all right,
Gotcha.
DJ, what are your thoughts?
That's my dude, man.
So you're all in.
I'm all in.
Okay, that's
I
what's up.
can't wait. I can't wait.
That's what's up, Percy.
Like I said, I think this is the last season of Reacher for him. I think he's gonna move on to Batman.
Leave it alone and be Batman.
Yeah. I don't know about this season. This season, it doesn't. I mean, we basically saw everything that's going to happen, especially fighting that big dude, and so we know what's going to happen. So
right, I hear you. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of predictability in that. We kind of see what's happening.
And he's not with his team, so and that would made it good in the second season with his team. So
okay,
his what's her? She's a sergeant. She's gonna get her own spinoff. Or they still working on her?
Right. Well,
really?
But she was in it. You saw her in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna say one thing. Earlier on in the first segment, we were talking about Hollywood needing to expand their pool, right? So when Hollywood says we need Asian gangsters or Asian criminals, that guy is like one of 3 that they pick to be a criminal every time.
I really, yes, you are right about that.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm like, damn, this dude can't get a break. Like every time we need an Asian gangster for this. We need an Asian criminal, and his phone must be blowing up.
Oh
Him
gosh.
and two other guys. One of them being what's his name? He's in
There's
Romeo
another
Must
guy they
Die.
use.
You saying the dude from Rush Hour 2 was busy?
Yeah,
Right. And the other guy from Romeo Must Die was busy.
yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
It's wild,
Mm-mm.
bro. Yep. The
Tell
next
you.
trailer we have is for Flight Risk.
Oh Jesus.
Mel.
Deputy Harris? Daryl Booth. Hope you like flying. I never flew a fugitive before.
Government witness, not a fugitive.
Ready to go?
Is it always this bumpy?
You get used to it. Moretti's very disappointed in you, and he wants you dead.
Oh, shit.
Mayday, mayday. We've been compromised. Tell me how to fly this thing.
Pay attention. This is the good part.
Damn it!
I'm gonna enjoy this. You ever see a face turn this color before? Huh? I'm gonna tear you apart. Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk. Only in theaters January 24th.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh
Johnny
man.
Wahlberg.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead, bro. You up. He up.
I mean, what the fact you got Mark Wahlberg,
Mark. Is it Mark or Don?
and then you're gonna give him the George Costanza and shit, and that just fucked it up for me. That's just the whole experience is just really was that necessary?
Oh,
It just messes up the whole thing.
man.
I can't even take it seriously. Every time I look at it, I'm like, nope.
That's what you took from that?
What was the
Now, was that
character?
Donnie or was that Mark Wahlberg?
It's
It
Mark
was Mark.
Wahlberg.
It was Mark.
Mark.
Really? Really?
What
If
was
it
the
was
character?
Donnie Wahlberg, then it'd be like Oscar nominated already.
I think he was trying
Oh
to
my
make
gosh.
Tom Cruise had played in what was that movie? Where he
Tropic Thunder.
yeah.
I
Oh
was
yeah.
thinking more like Cape Fear shit. Like I was like, okay,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Tom Cruise messed me up in that movie. I did not
Yeah.
realize that was him in Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Yeah, okay,
All
yeah.
right, Nicole, your thoughts?
Just I don't know. I'd have to see this. And I mean, put it like this: it's got to be better than what was that movie he was in where he was talking all soft, The Mist, or the one where everybody was killing themselves or whatever like that. Not The
Okay,
Mist.
if it was
I
a horror
forget
movie, I didn't see it because I don't mess with that.
it was
Yeah, we
some
don't.
movie where
Yeah.
everybody was losing it. It had John Leguizamo and stuff like that in there, and
Okay.
something. Oh, The Happening is what it was called.
Oh,
The
okay.
Happening, and he was talking like, well, if we have to do it this way, and let's see if we can do it that way. And this is how he was talking throughout the entire movie. It was so stupid. So hopefully his acting chops is better in this. I don't know.
Okay. Percy.
Hey, I'm not gonna see it. I'm not.
Yeah, I think it's a no for me. But
Yeah.
and I
Wait for
guess the
DVD
premise.
unless I see it.
Yeah, I guess the premise is interesting somewhat, but in a plane that small, when the pilot is obviously there to kill a witness,
Right.
okay, once you realize that you're not gonna be able to kill these people and then land the plane, to me, at that point, this over.
Right.
Mhm.
I gotta land the plane because hey, I need to be able to try this again. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be able to.
So the
I can't
premise
continue
is
work if I'm crashing a plane.
so the premise is he's the pilot. He's going to assassinate the witness. He
Right.
tells the witness, "I'm going to kill him." He gets caught. He breaks free. The agents have to land the plane.
Well, fly it first.
Yeah, you need a pilot.
Never mind. Yeah.
You need a pilot.
And he's the only one that knows how to do it.
Right. He fights, and so every 15 minutes he escapes somehow out of his handcuffs or whatever, and they start fighting, and he's setting the plane on fire and doing all stupid stuff.
Like exactly. Now, how does this all happen in midair?
Right.
And in what, a Cessna or whatever this is?
Yeah, a little ass plane.
And the climax is, he's about to he's not once again he's trying to kill you. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
and they saved the day.
Right.
I can't see it. Like, first off, once they find out that he's not who he says he is, I'm not gonna try to be subtle about it. I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, this ain't him."
No.
Right.
You know, or
well,
if anything,
that's what the trailer was. Like the moment that the ID dropped and he looked at the ground, he realized that this dude knows I'm not, who I am. I mean, that was the whole, giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason he shouted out, "Mr. Such Such wants you dead," and there you go.
So we summed the whole movie up in a matter of 2 minutes.
Right there. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it.
Oh gosh.
So
that's great.
So
at the risk of sounding chauvinist, would you put a female agent in that situation with that dude?
I mean,
now there are women who can handle themselves, definitely. I've seen it, and I know women who can handle themselves in a fight. Right?
Maybe if it was like Ronda Rousey or somebody like that.
But see, this is right. But this is the thing. She is an exceptional woman. Like, she is like 5 of 5, maybe. Right. I do understand a lot of law enforcement ladies do know how to handle themselves, can handle themselves in a fight, and do very well with that. But I'm just thinking in terms of muscle mass. They don't have the same kind of muscle mass as a dude.
Right.
Like the worst dude, if he hits her one time, it could really knock her out.
Yeah.
If he hits her, right? Of course, he's got to connect with it. But I don't know, man. First off, I wouldn't send one. Like, if I'm gonna send somebody, I'm gonna send at least 2.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what kind of budget we got going on. I'm gonna find somebody else. You're gonna take this trip.
Somebody
I mean, that's the question about the premise in the first place. It's like, okay, if this is a prisoner transport or whatever, why are you like taking, Uncle Phil's, sightseeing tours, right?
120.
Like, okay, so
don't they have their own planes? By the way, don't.
So obviously something went wrong, and she's trying to make do or something or whatever. I don't know. It's who knows.
Okay, if something went wrong, then
maybe Uncle John could tell us his opinion.
Listen, DJ, if something went wrong, that transfer ain't happening today. We can wait a day.
Hey, he would have to stay in a jail cell to the next day until we was able to get him in.
Exactly.
Those things.
Yeah, I ain't trying to make do. Nah.
Yep.
And
no
like I said before, I'm sending more than one person with that dude. If he's that important.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, think about it. He said the guy said that, such and such wants you dead. That means there's multiple people or a team or an organization that is looking to kill this one person. Why would you send one of your officers or whatever to do this?
So I guess this is a fucked up remake of Midnight Run and shit. I don't know.
Well, I would have taken a remake of Midnight Run over this.
And then the thing is, like you said, why did they give him this receding hairline? I guess it's an extra talking point for the movie. The receding hairline
in disguise, or
this is supposed to be his Oscar, his Oscar bid. Like, let's make him look fucked up, like Charlize Theron.
Look fucked up before he was an Oscar.
Yeah, like Charlize Theron. We gotta fuck him up a little bit.
Uncle John,
what's up, Uncle John? Happy New Year.
Hello, everyone.
We just finished We just finished kicking Flight Risk to sleep.
Right.
Putting it back to bed.
So, okay, can I say this real quick about Flight Risk?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of Mark Wahlberg by any stretch of the imagination. I feel that his acting is atrocious. He emotes about as well as a paper bag. And
it hasn't changed since Boogie. It hasn't changed since Boogie Nights.
Yeah,
I said that earlier. Yeah.
Boogie Nights is probably the only film where he was. I feel he was effective in the role, and the character was him basically just
being a porn star.
Yeah, just real whiny and shit.
Yeah.
But having said that, I like the idea of Topher Grace being the little bitch, and I don't know the woman. So it look, and it's directed by DJ's favorite person.
Okay. Go somewhere.
Why? I don't know.
Have you all talked about who's directed by?
No.
Who's directed by?
Mel Gibson.
What?
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh, fuck no. Okay, never mind.
You're gonna go both barrels on it now, huh?
It's a no. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me.
But having said that,
Gonna go John Wick
when I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, you know what? This may not be bad.
Nah, bro.
No.
We just dissected the movie in 2 minutes.
Right.
Man, listen.
We agreed that we said a remake of Midnight Run would have been better.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Passion 57 something.
I don't see that. I don't.
Hell, at this point, I'll take the Rundown with The Rock.
Well,
Give me
okay,
a remake of
right.
that.
I mean, right, exactly. I mean, this is the same formula. You know, oh, Mr. Moretti, you know, isn't happy with you, so of course this is the accountant or some shit, you know, and you know he's a witness, he's testifying, whatever the fuck. Right, you know.
Well, with Midnight Run, Charles Grodin is a lot more likable than Topher Grace.
Yeah,
and Robert De Niro is just masterful at whatever the fuck he does. So,
without a doubt, without a doubt. Matter of fact, I think that was his first like comedic turn, which kind of explained the rest of his career.
at least he's never been in any Adam Sandler films. So.
Yeah, what's funny to me, what's making this even funnier is DJ said that shit with a straight look on his face.
Right.
And with no emotion, it was like, yo, I just stabbed this dude.
Right. I know we're way past this, but can I offer my opinions on Storm and Black Panther?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Cynthia Erivo as Storm would be the worst decision ever made. And I see we discussed ad nauseum about them replacing Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. And I let my emotions get the best of me when he first passed away. Looking back on it, I'm like, they should have just recast it.
Thank you. That's 2 converts.
Yep. No, I agree.
Yeah, Cynthia Erivo just does. I imagine Storm being tall, picturesque.
Didn't I say that? I said her physique is not what I would have imagined.
I don't know what Lena Waithe is doing to Cynthia Erivo, but she's whittled down to nothing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I know what she's doing to her, but I didn't realize it making her down
it's whatever she's doing to her, making her smaller, and I you know.
Oh Lord.
I don't know what kind of Hollywood diets they got out there right now. So you know,
Ozempic.
Ariana Grande is definitely looking skinnier. So
obviously, either you got Ozempic or Lena Waithe. Like Lena Waithe can obviously suck, you know, all the fat off your bones or something.
Lena Waithe is literally sucking the life out of that woman.
Okay, right.
Y'all ain't right.
I'm not even going to touch that.
And I'm gonna be honest, because a lot of people, she caught a lot of flack for portraying, was it Sojourner Truth or Harriet Tubman?
Tubman.
Okay. and she caught a lot of flack for that. And there's
Oh,
this
really?
whole movement about people from English actors taking
Yeah,
black English
British
actors
actors.
taking
Right.
black American
Right.
roles, and that's horseshit. I don't buy into
Right.
that
Right.
realm of thought. But
Right.
I just don't see Cynthia Erivo, and I guess I'm agreeing with you, Auntie Nicole. Cynthia Erivo just doesn't embody Storm to me.
Is it a Revo?
Huh?
I think it's a
Is it a
Revo.
Revo? A Revo.
Erivo, Erivo, tomato.
Right. Atlanta, yeah, who cares?
Yeah, but she just doesn't embody it to me. And so, did we discuss who we thought maybe would replace Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther?
No,
Who
we
cares?
didn't really go there.
We haven't broken that down.
They're gonna do somebody new. They're gonna do somebody new.
They have to because
Which
we
is
just
great.
they have
That's
to.
fine. That's fine.
Percy, what did you say?
Like I said at the beginning, who cares? I'm tired of this shit. Just because all it's the same people that wants to play all these characters now. Find somebody new or
right.
Just she could play it. Anybody could play Storm. If Tom Cruise,
No.
Everybody cannot play Storm.
No. What? Go ahead.
If we can get a Tom Cruise to play Reacher and a goddamn Robert Downey Jr. to play Iron Man and make it work, and
whoa! That's two totally different things. That's two totally different things.
Yeah, that is.
You can find somebody.
Uncle Percy, you truly gonna put Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, and Tom Cruise, little tiny ass, as Jack Reacher in the same conversation? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
The only reason why I'm saying that because he made it work.
No, he didn't.
First off, Robert Downey
Jr.
almost looked like he walked off the page of the comics.
Right. And that's the difference. Nobody knew what the fuck Jack Reacher was supposed to look like because they hadn't read the book or even like literally the author's description of Jack Reacher is like literally in the book. His description of this guy as a fucking tree trunk.
Right. I get that, but I'm just saying,
But see, that's why you've heard my rant about Tom Cruise taking storied characters and immediately changing. No, but I'm just saying, like, I know
this is a sore spot for you, DJ. I know.
But Tom Cruise does this shit. Mission Impossible, Jack Reacher, Anne Rice's, he takes a character and entirely changes it. Well, I know it's supposed to be a bisexual, vampire, but I'm just gonna straighten that motherfucker right out,
even though he had fine ass Brad Pitt over there acting against him, like they wouldn't be fucking if they were vampires.
So yes, we definitely need somebody to fit the physical description of Storm, or people are gonna be pissed off. I'm telling you right now, because they're enough people have read comics and know what Storm looks like and have seen Storm drawn.
Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick, and I'm gonna jump on Percy's side.
Oh hell no!
People pitched a fit about Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
They did,
and now no one can picture Wolverine being like 5'5". And when they did make Wolverine 5, what do we do? What are you pointing us towards, DJ? What are you? And when they did make Wolverine 5'5", everybody laughed. So
yeah, when you saw a comic accurate Wolverine and the Wolverine and Deadpool, they got this.
Yeah.
Oh, they laughed actually. Yeah.
So Percy, I kind of see where you're coming from, but for me personally, and I'm gatekeeping, yes, I need Storm to be statuesque. I need Storm to be 5'9".
Finally, and a darker sister.
Yes, because the last time Storm was portrayed on screen was
And I love you. I love you. I love you, Holly. I love you. I love you.
No, I'm not
X-Men
talking about
Apocalypse.
Halle Berry. I'm talking about what's up?
It was Alexandra Shipp.
When they did the prequel, one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hollywood keeps wanting to make Storm light skin.
As all of their characters, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and Storm is historically chocolate
African.
And should
chocolate.
Be
African.
Thank you. Yeah, and not a Elon Musk African and shit.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, she's actually Kenyan. She's from Kenya.
Cool. So yeah, I mean that's so Percy. I'm jumping back on the other side of the fence now.
Okay.
Percy, for me, because they historically have wanted to whitewash this character, and because this character, in my mind, is statuesque and a royal presence, Cynthia Erivo just ain't it for me. Because Cynthia Erivo's like tiny, like fucking Ariana Grande and shit.
Like Ariana Grande, right? Little tiny, right?
That's what I said.
I'm just
That's
saying.
what I said.
This like I said in the beginning, every star knows that they got to be an action hero. Every star now is jumping over to the hero side.
Right.
They be a villain, but they want to be a hero. All these stars now are demanding. I want to be Batman.
Yes, you will,
T.O.
I want to be
Diop.
this. I want to be that. So
okay, but
it's the same. It's the same group of people. Find somebody different.
Right.
No, I agree. I actually, and I've been campaigning for this for the longest. Jodie Turner-Smith.
Because honestly, they screwed up because they just waited too long to do all this shit. And I guess it's because of technology. Because the only person I really could see to play Storm would have been Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
And she aged out of it.
I'm about to say, way back in the day, bro. I mean, Auntie. Yeah. Auntie ain't been Storm since Waiting to Exhale.
She would have been perfect for the Bryan Singer X-Men films as Storm.
Yeah, back in the day.
But
back in the day.
T.O. mentioned Anna Diop as Storm. Anna Diop also played Starfire in Titans. So she's a young lady who played Starfire. I think
there was a whole backlash about that shit too.
There was, because Starfire is a fucking orange-skinned alien, and they were mad because it was a black woman. And yeah.
Dark-skinned black woman.
Listen, I said, hey, if you got the special effects, make her skin orange and be done with it.
They couldn't even make Beast Boy's skin green. How they gonna make her skin orange?
Yeah, not for extended periods of time, and that he only turned into 2 animals because of the budget. Yep.
Oh God, don't get me started about that.
I just want to take a little point of privilege real quick. Happy New Year to you guys. I love you madly, deeply. Like I said, the new gig. I'll be working Thursdays, so I apologize. But this is my inaugural 2025 debut. But it's also,
you ain't going nowhere, dog. You're just going on hiatus, bro.
See you later for a little while. That's all I'm saying. Because
motherfucker for wanting to make money and sustain yourself.
A motherfucker don't keep a job for too long, so don't worry about it.
Listen, man, they can't make you work every Thursday. You get a Thursday.
It is what it is.
So it's almost that time. I don't want to come in and just like start running shit.
No, go ahead, bro. You running it now.
No,
you here just in time to close it down. Do it.
I say wouldn't be you. Come on now.
So that's it for our inaugural episode of 2025. Thank you for rocking.
Whoa!
What?
It wouldn't be him.
Right. What?
I understand. It's almost time to go. I know Mel about to play a song, but you supposed to ask. Come on, do the thing. What we doing? Got to say.
So if I would have been allowed to finish what I was saying. Welcome to our inaugural episode. Thank you all for joining us so much. As we walk out the door, Auntie Nicole, what you got for us?
I am on a little bit of a poll thing online. Everybody's trying to figure out whether or not they're going to bring King back, and if they're going to bring Jonathan Majors back now that the charges have been dropped. So there's been this thing that's been going back and forth. But weigh in on that, folks, and put your views and comments later on.
Where is this poll, Auntie Nicole? Say that right.
It was on Reddit.
Okay. And don't tease us about you being on the poll no more, woman. Uncle DJay, what you got going for us? What you got for us on the way out the door?
Give me a second for that image.
10s go here, 20s go there.
That's all I got going on.
Uncle DJay, are you still writing? Do you have anything out there?
Ooh, that's a low blow. That's a low blow.
Damn.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
There go that damn music. Uncle Percy, what you got for us?
Like I said, happy Jimmy Walker. I mean, not Jimmy Walker. Happy Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Walker.
Hey, Cynthia Erivo. Cruz can play Jack Reacher. You can play JJ Walker.
JJ Walker can play Jimmy Carter.
Uncle Rod, what you got for us?
All of that.
Well, we went from having two wrestling champions that were black men to now at 0. Trick Williams lost his NXT title Tuesday night.
Oh boy!
Really? The black man's name is Trick.
Yeah, we've gone over this several times.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Oh man, I tell you. Oh gosh.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. If you've been rocking with us from the beginning, thank you. Please stay with us. If you're new to the show, we're here every Thursday at 8:30, and usually I'm on time. Thank you once again, Auntie Nicole, Uncle Rod, Uncle Percy, Uncle DJay, super producer Mel, cousin Amayu. I missed you all for those 2 weeks, but we back stronger than ever, and we'll see you next week. Night.